Hey, my friends, Tony here. I have a really important question that I really want you to ponder today, and that is, why am I here? Do you know your why behind everything that you do? Do you have a why that guides every one of your decisions? That when you go out to go do something, whether it's find a new job or find a new career or find a spouse, do you know your why? Because if you don't know your why, the whats will not be very fulfilling. And so what constitutes a why? What constitutes my purpose? I call them the three pillars to purpose. They're what do you want? What do you desire? What's always on your mind? What do you value? Where do you spend all your time, money, and energy? What do you measure in life? And then what are you good at? What are your strengths? What are your gifts? What are your talents? And this is really difficult for a lot of people to figure out, these three things. And I had an opportunity today, a little bit earlier, where I coached a team from a company. And one by one, I would take them out and I'd coach for about 20 minutes. They were in a workshop that I wasn't presenting at, so I'd pull them out and I would help them discover these three things. Now, mind you, these people had already gone through 30 days of a purpose program where they really thought about those three things. Well, the last day of the purpose program, we invite people to write a purpose statement. And the purpose statement is 2 sentences, maybe 3 at max, of who you are and why you are here. So here's what I did with these people is I took them out and I said, okay, now tell me, what do you want? Like, what's always on your mind? What is just trying to get up that just can't get up? And a lot of them would just kind of lean at me and whisper a little bit and say, Tony, I've never told anyone this before, but this is what really excites me. But everyone else tells me that I should be doing this and I should be doing that and I shouldn't be doing what I really, really want. And it broke my heart to see person after person after person that was sharing their desires, the things that are always on their mind, and yet everyone else around them is squashing it and saying, no, not possible, not you. And so I wrote it down. I kind of thought, okay, I'm going to write all this stuff down. So I would write it down, and then we'd go through their values of, where are you spending all your time, money, mental energy? What are you tracking in life? And they would go through a lot of their shoulds. Well, I should be doing this, and a lot of aspirational values, but we really didn't track what they are doing with those things. So we wrote that down, and we did write some aspirational things down of places they want to go, things they want to value. And then we got to strengths, and this was really, really fascinating. I would ask people, tell me, what is your greatest gift? And a lot of people would say, well, I'm very honest, or I'm very nice, I'm very forgiving, I'm very kind. And although these are really important, I want you to know that there is something deeper there. And I dug with these people today. I really dug with them. And I said, there's something there. And the question I would ask them, and I'm going to ask you right now to really hone in on today as you figure out, why am I here? I want you to think about, what is the gift that God gave you that you need to be able to go out and share with other people? See, I know my gifts. One of my greatest gifts that God's blessed me with is the ability to take very complicated ideas and make them super simple when they come out of my mouth. That's one of the things He's blessed me with. Another thing He's blessed me with is I'm what's called a maximizer. I can maximize people, maximize situations. I look at things and I always find a route. I always find a way to get through it to the other side. I'm never defeated, ever. And so I started sharing some of my gifts and my talents with these people. And then finally they started sharing. Here's what people have told me. One person told me today, I've taken charge from the time that I was a little girl because she got a little emotional. I had to take care of my 3-year-old sister and a newborn at 5 years old because my mom was working so much and my dad was gone. And I think it was vice versa. My mom was gone, my dad was working. But the point is, they had one parent that was really, really working, and they had to take care. They had to take charge. So today they're in their 30s and they just take charge, and they looked at that as kind of like, I'm pretty domineering. And I said, look, that's one of your greatest gifts. You got to own it. Take charge. Take charge of your life. Take charge of your kids. Take charge of everything. But own it. This is what I do. I want you to think about, what is it that you do? And then I want you to own it and say, here's my life. Here's my why. Here's what I do. And when you combine all 3 of those things together, what you want, what you value, and what you're good at, this is when you start to begin to know why you are here. You want to know my why? Here's my why. It's very simple, and it guides every decision that I make in life. I inspire millions and influence millions around the world to reach their capacity and potential while keeping God and family first in my life through my written and spoken word. That's my purpose. That's my why. Can I speak? Can I write? Am I going to influence people? Am I going to be able to wake people up to who they are? Is it going to compromise my family or my God? If the answer is to the negative on any of those, I say no thanks. I'm good. And I make a decision to go elsewhere. When you know your why, the decision making and what's in your life become much more clear. So today, figure out your why. But I really want you to ponder, what are my desires? What am I good at? And what do I value? And we start to combine those three things together. If you need help, we're always here to help. Thanks, my friends.